Off the mark. Who's going to get there first? UCCS runs it down. So Mill has both goals for the Mountain Lions. Not 30 seconds left on the shot clock. The shot goes off, but the whistle went off just before. And actually they're gonna, sounded like they blew the whistle right before the shot went off, but they're actually gonna give the Skyhawks the goal. So
Lewis, goal 12,
Ellie Martinez scored that one. So Skyhawks get their first tally of the game. As you take a look there at Martinez, averages just over a goal. Official goes back, reset. Was causing some issues, so the Mountain Lions will win that draw. They've yet to lose one in this contest. Basso, all. Mountain Lions, 1-goal lead. The second period, second quarter, last time these two played was all UCCS. That came down in Durango on April 8th. The Mountain Lions outscored those Skyhawks 7-0. Let's see if they keep that trend going. That shot off the mark as Basso comes up with another save. This one off the shot from Church. UCCS will keep possession, however. Quickly into the middle, defense coming up big, loose ball, run down by the home team. Patrick looking for a cutter. Works it back outside to Church, who will reset things. Now Church with the one-on-one move, crossover shot, and a goal from Natalie Church.
UC goal by number 28, Natalie Church.
Church, the top assist deliverer in the entire RMAC, comes away with a goal. And the program's all-time leader in points and points per game, goals, assists, and assists per game, shots on goal, and draw controls, adds all of those things to her already programmed best numbers as she gets the goal there. That was goal number 111 in her career. She's also won a couple of draw controls, which puts her at 310. Senior from Snohomish, Washington. Church certainly leaving a stamp on this Mountain Lion program. That draw gets back into the box and picked up by the Mountain Lions. Then poked away, however, and it caused turnover. The Skyhawks are heading the other direction. Then a triple team, and it's going to stay with Fort Lewis. Shot, McGriff, nice save. Goes around her net, and then his double team got the ball off, and it's picked up by one of her defenders, and they're heading the other direction now. Seniors, her 19th career goal. last year's RMAC Summit Award winner, which is given to the player at the Final Four conference tournament site who has the best GPA amongst all participants. Sadamka, that's a big award that they give out for every sport, and only one player gets it. And Holly was last year's winner, and there's Fort Lewis's first draw control of the game. Good screen into the middle. They're going to say the screen is actually illegal. Fort Lewis player was super free as her teammate looked to have picked off 2 mountain lions, but they're going to say no dice against the rules, so it'll head back the other direction. Bill looking for a crossover. Good feed into the middle, just a tad too high though. Picked up behind the net now. Mountain Lions still on the attack. Still 40 seconds to go on the shot clock. Poked away again by the defense. UCCS will bring it out wide and slow it down a little. Kosak. Back out to Church. 15 now on the shot clock for UCCS. Church behind the net, tried to get it to Cutting Mill, couldn't do it. And Fort Lewis will bring it out of the crowd. Loose ball, however, will go right back to the Mountain Lions. Kosak, oh, had a cutting Church, but threw it behind her. And we're going to get a timeout by Fort Lewis College as UCCS currently has a 6-2 lead with just over 7 minutes to go in quarter number 2. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more UCCS women's lacrosse in just a minute. So Fort Lewis called their first time out of the game with 7:04 to go here in the second quarter. Mountain Lions holding on to a 6-2 lead. 3-0 lead here in quarter number 2 to extend their 1-goal advantage they had after the first 15. Wind starting to pick up a little here at Mountain Lions Stadium. It's a tad chilly. It was about 45 degrees at start of game time. I think it's gotten cooler as the game has progressed. Big check from behind from the Mountain Lions, but it'll stay with Fort Lewis. Feed into the middle. Good offense there from Fort Lewis. The long lead pass in by Martinez found a cutting Haley Dostie, and the Skyhawks leading scorer has her first goal of the game. Dostie averaging almost 2.5 goals per contest gets her first. And also the first of the quarter for the visiting Skyhawks. Martinez has her hand at all 3 scores for Fort Lewis with 2 goals and now an assist. As Abadessa and Church will once again line up. Popped straight up, and coming away with it eventually is UCCS. That ball stayed on the ground quite a while, but the Mountain Lions were able to pick it up. Oh, Patrick was a free cutter for the Mountain Lions. The pass off the mark, however, results in a turnover. Another cutter, nicely done though by McGriff to cut off that pass as Dostie was free again right in front of the net. Now Church taking a little bit of a beating, but comes out from between 4 different Skyhawk defenders, and now Natalie just working her way down the field. The feed, shot, oh, and it went in. I think it more deflected off the stick of Julia Patrick, but it went in the back of the net, which is ultimately all that matters. Church saw Patrick cut, threw it in deep, and Patrick did just enough to glance it past Basso. So Church now starting to really assert herself in this contest as she has 2 goals and an assist. And UCCS, their lead back out to 4, it's 7-3. Patrick now in the center circle for the Mountain Lions. And UCCS once again comes away with it. Knapp is the one who picked up the loose ball. Sadomka couldn't control it as she couldn't step her way outside of the midfield box. Bill has the ball on the side for UCCS. Hannah split the defender, got the shot off, got behind the goalie, but then picked up by the defender. And it'll go back to Fort Lewis. So Mill did a great job off the line to get between the defender on each side of her, but her shot was saved by Basso and eventually picked up by the Skyhawks. Under 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 2, 7-3 UCCS currently leading Fort Lewis. Ball knocked away. Stick check, no good from the Mountain Lions. So Fort Lewis pushed even with the net and then back out by the UCCS defense. Nicely done there by the Mountain Lions number 9, Catherine Kosak, to push the attacker out of the way. And now Kosak going over for the double team, and it worked out beautifully as McGriff comes away with the loose ball. Sadamka up the sideline, lead pass, Mountain Lions with some numbers. Can they take advantage? They bring it out wide and kind of slow it down, so their advantage is now gone. So Mill now from straight away. Get another opportunity to make up for her last one where she just missed another tally. This one straight away, Hannah Mill with the rip and her third goal of the game.
UC goal by number 10, Hannah Mill.
And the second leading scorer in the conference, averaging almost 3 goals per game, now has her third as Mill just unleashed a rocket from straight away and into the back of the net. Patrick flicks it over to Church, who comes away with yet another draw control. Poked away, it looked like. Church doing a good job weaving in and out of the Skyhawk defense. Picks up another foul, so she'll get a little bit of space to operate here as the defenders have to work their way off. And they're actually going to have a penalty, our first penalty of the game. So Fort Lewis is now a woman down. UCCS, let's see if they can take advantage. Looks like Reimerson, who picked up the penalty, as Church's pass is off the mark, and that offensive advantage is now gone. Basso's going to try and kill a little bit of this clock. It is Reimerson who will have to serve the 2 minutes. Fort Lewis is going to do their best. Even down a player, they've quickly gotten into the Mountain Lions zone. Fort Lewis is actually the most penalized team in the entire conference. One minute, 10 seconds to go in quarter number 2. UCCS up 8-3. Reimerson serving a 2-minute penalty for Fort Lewis, but the Skyhawks doing a really good job of controlling the possession, and they're going to get a shot up and a short-handed goal for Fort Lewis as Martinez has her third tally of the game. Not exactly the outcome the Mountain Lions were hoping for when they were able to go up a player. 57 seconds to go, and Martinez for Fort Lewis scores the shorthanded tally. Fort Lewis comes away with the draw control, and so they, at this point, are essentially going to kill off this entire penalty. Nicely done from the Skyhawks. And frustration, I'm sure, for UCCS with a golden opportunity. And right now, Fort Lewis is actually going to get now a free shot, as Dostie will line up from straight away. Dostie's shot is off the mark, however, and the Mountain Lions unable to control it. Looked like it went off a Mountain Lion player, but the official back there said that it's so we'll stay with UCCS. 16 seconds in before halftime. Let's see if the Mountain Lions can score a late goal like they did in quarter number 1. They start to work it up the sideline. 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No shot coming this time around. And the half closes out. Fort Lewis kills off a 2-minute penalty and is actually able to score a shorthanded goal. But through the first 30 minutes, it's UCCS with an 8-4 lead behind 3 goals from Hannah Mill and 2 more from Natalie Church. All right, we're going to take a quick break, 10-minute halftime. We'll be back with the start of quarter number 3 here in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Picking the right college is key. And with one-on-one attention and hands-on experience, UCCS fuels success.
I wanted more than a degree.
So with innovative courses and affordable tuition,
Success.
Apply today at uccs.edu.
Beat.
The mountain lion can travel up to 370 miles. Located primarily in North America, these majestic creatures can traverse a large variety of terrain. There are, of course, some natural barriers. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion.
I really remember that because I was really excited and I was really scared, and it was really hard, saying goodbye to my family, and I think that was really scary for me, never leaving the state, being first generation and stuff. I didn't really know what to expect from my college experience.
The first thing that comes to mind when I think about what surprised me about living on campus is how open everyone was in the first couple of weeks to get to know other people. Me and a couple other people I had met started playing volleyball in just an open field, and then within 20 minutes there were about 30 people in the circle all just hitting a volleyball around, and it's something that just showed me how open people were to meeting new people.
I had never had the opportunity, to ever share a room growing up and stuff, and so it just so happened that me and my roommate got along very, very well, and as well as our other suite mates.
So I'm a resident assistant in Summit Village, and that is essentially a student upperclassman who lives on the floor with the new year freshmen, sometimes upperclassmen, who kind of just guide them through their first year on campus. There are tons of different rooming options here on campus. The first one that we see most commonly is known as Summit Village, and we have privates in a suite, we have private bedrooms, private bathrooms, we have a double in a suite, we have triples in a suite, so there's tons of different options. Definitely when you are coming into college, there's so many different personality types, and so it's really important to find an area within housing that is best for you. So I personally really love having a private bedroom, private bathroom, but then I have some friends who really enjoy being able to have a more social aspect, and so they have a double bedroom with a living room. Different floors have different themes. Let's say you really are enjoying leadership. Well, we have a leadership floor. Let's say you're
So for Lewis, Abadessa now with a free shot. Got it off, but it went wide left. Knapp now working her way up the near sideline, gets around one defender and out of the midfield box and into the attacking zone. Knapp had a cutting teammate, but the ball's loose now. Right back out to Knapp. Touched the sticks of four of the Mountain Lions and just ended up right back where it began. Sadomka gets it off to Church. Church puts up two fingers, calling out a play for the Mountain Lions. Cutter, I don't think anyone actually touched it. I think Church will get credit for that goal. She drops her stick for the stick check. And that's exactly who it's going to go to. So Natalie Church, with her third goal of the game, it was meant to be a pass, and there was just enough blockage in front of Basso's face that she lost track of it and it just bounced right in. So Church, another goal. Mountain Lions, their ninth of the game, as their lead is now up to 5. Church throws it straight up, then uses her 5'11" frame. However, she came from behind, I think, a little bit. Yes, she did. So the ball will eventually start off with Fort Lewis. That shot is way high off Crawford. Tried to just get it on net. Was off the mark. Natalie playing some really good defense there. The shot again high. It'll stay with the Skyhawks. And now loose ball. Is Church going to come away with it? She is. Ground ball pickup there from Church. Tried to get it over to one of her teammates. A little bit behind, but still headed the other direction for the Mountain Lions. Annalise Carr with her purple hair and Carr pushed back out. Had a teammate, and nobody could come up with it, so possession heads back to the Skyhawks. Under 10 minutes to go in quarter number 3, UCCS up 9-4. And another caused turnover by the defense. Nicely done as they get it back to McGriff now, who will get chased down into the corner, but gets it upfield to Kosak. A whistle, but play will continue going as the Mountain Lions were already headed in the offensive direction. Nobody there. Carr was the cutter, but the pass off the mark. Hit the deck hard. That was Reimerson as she got hit pretty hard from behind, and Mill will head over to the penalty box. And believe it or not, that is the first penalty of the year on UCCS. We are in game number 16. Looking for a long lead pass, one hopped, it's loose. But the Skyhawks are able to work it. And are we going to get another penalty? Yes, we are. So 15 and a half games with 0 penalties, and now 2 in 12 seconds. Heading over to the box this time is Chloe Harding, as she came in and really laid out Kaikawa. And now Fort Lewis up 2 woman advantage. Let's see if the Mountain Lions can pull off a penalty kill, similar to what Fort Lewis did to end the first half, as the Skyhawks actually scored down a player. Let's see if UCCS can return the favor here, as they've got 1:23 left in the first penalty, and then about 12 seconds on top of that. Fort Lewis, though, now with a free shot. McGriff comes up. Oh, I thought she had it initially, and then it kind of snuck past her. So a goal for Fort Lewis.
Number 8, Mickey Brown.
Mickey Brown is going to get credit for the tally, as it looks like McGriff initially stopped it, and then it just kind of trickled out behind her and into the net. McGriff's put together a really solid game, 7 saves, a save percentage up over 58, which is above her season average, and she already came in as the number 2 ranked save percentage goalie in the entire conference. So McGriff, despite that, she probably wants that last one back, but despite that last little flaw there, still putting together a really nice game for the Mountain Lions in goal. So the Mountain Lions did get one player back after that goal, so they have about a minute left, down a player. We'll see if they can take advantage. Good spin move there by Knapp out towards the top, but then she's pushed back out by the Skyhawk defenders. Swings it over to Church. Back up to Knapp. And they're gonna get I think a bit of a stick check foul there from Fort Lewis. Not now out wide, and she gets pushed to the ground, but will stay with the Mountain Lions. I think there's an issue. There we go. Yeah, the shot clock had reset, and it shouldn't have. So 24 seconds to go on the shot clock for UCCS. There is a cutter, shot, saved, loose ball. Ooh, and laid out was a Mountain Lion player down by the goal. She is still down. Angela Naughton hit the deck. I mean, it almost looked like she took a stick across the upper body. Now the officials, I think, are going to talk about it because Naughton hit the deck hard. Face mask flew off. And now in comes the third officials. You take a look there at Angela. She's walks off under her own power, but it looked like someone came high across the body. Possession's going to stay with Fort Lewis behind the UCCS net. So whatever the officials were talking about, literally nothing came out of it. Feed out from behind the net. Ends up a loose ball. Fort Lewis will pick it back up. Still 50 seconds left on the shot clock. 6:20 on the game clock here in quarter number 3. Crossover, split defender. And again, a free shot. Baron Clark this time for Fort Lewis. And Fort Lewis has really controlled the pace of play here in quarter number 3. And she comes away with another goal. Clark with a tally, and Fort Lewis starting to come back here as they've cut a once 5-point UCCS lead down to 3. So Clark, her first goal, as Reimerson and Patrick will line up in the middle once again. And Knapp is able to run it down. Gets out of midfield into the attacking zone. Chased by one Fort Lewis defender, and sure she gets it off to Mill. Mill's been quiet here in the second half, although she gets the feed into the middle. It's knocked away, however, but picked back up by the Mountain Lions. Harding, good job by her to corral that ground ball. Now Patrick has it out top to Mill. Mill looking down low. Carr now. Carr finds a cutting Mill. Hannah, oh, great save by Basso. She was able to get her big net right in front of Hannah Mill's stick and take away the shot. Oh, loose ball, heads out towards midfield. Not a lot of people paying attention. The Mountain Lions are going to have an opportunity. Mill one-on-one. Let's see what Hannah comes up with. Oh, gets a cross check across the shoulder. Yeah, and that'll result in a penalty on Fort Lewis. JoJo Lutz, I believe, is going to head to the box. Yes, she is. She stopped, but she keeps heading over there, and she knew it too. One-on-one Mill, and Lutz went right across the shoulder. Fourth penalty of the game overall. Each team now with 2. Let's see if the Mountain Lions can take advantage this time around, however, as they were unable to the last time they were up by a player. Church directing traffic, works her way slowly out. Good one-touch there. The defense, however, gets in front of it. Church picks up the loose ball. Now she's going to do it herself. Church bounce around the goal. And she's got another one, and that puts UCCS in double digits as Church has her fourth of the game.
Goal by number 28, Natalie Church. Her fourth goal of the game. Timeout taken by UCCS.
So UCCS, after that Church goal, will take a timeout. We'll do the same. Mountain Lions up by 4, 10-6. So UCCS finally able to get back on the board here in the third. Fort Lewis had controlled the pace of play the last handful of minutes. But with 4:01 to go in the third quarter, Mountain Lions now up 10-6 as Church, who scored the last goal, will now line up across from Rymerson for the draw. Church flings it out wide, running it down, still loose. Mountain Lions unable to keep it in play. And they're actually going to, yeah, okay. They pointed UCCS's direction, but it ends up going to Fort Lewis. Fort Lewis just swinging it out wide along the left side of the Mountain Lion net. No cutters really between. One-on-one game going from the far side. Shot low and off the mark. Picked up by the Mountain Lions and headed the other direction. Bringing it all the way across the field. Nicely done there from Beck Davis to literally take it from one end of the field to the other. Nice offense, quick feed from Church in the middle to Patrick, and Patrick puts another one home for the Mountain Lions. For Patrick, that is her second goal of the game, and UCCS is back up by 5.
Her second goal of the game. Assist by Natalie Church.
Church continuing to have a great game. She's now got 2 assists to go with her 4 goals. And she has a game-high 6 points. Pass straight from Church to Knapp. Or excuse me, to Patrick. Now Knapp with the ball. So Church, again, controlling those draws. She literally threw that directly to Patrick, looked right at her, was able to flip it over the Fort Lewis defender. Oh, good move, got around the D. And I thought Church had the advantage, just let her keep going. Church's shot off the mark. UCCS, though, maintains possession. Sadomka now. Whistle blows. Sadomka, bounce shot around the left side of the goaltender. And another tally. The Mountain Lions have their largest lead of the game at 12-6.
By number 19, Holly Sadomka. Her second goal of the
Sadomka,
game.
her second tally of the game. She's got 9 goals on the year, as the Mountain Lions created a little bit of space between them and the Skyhawks. I mean, Church has that down to a science. Like, she is all over those draws. So again, she flicked it right to a teammate and maintained possession for the Mountain Lions. Good feed down low. Shot, though, just off the mark from Sadomka. But now Carr get things restarted behind the net. 50 seconds on the shot clock, 55 on the game clock here in quarter number 3. Carr had it in the middle, but 3 Skyhawk defenders were able to poke it away. Nobody open for Fort Lewis's goalkeeper. Is Basso looking for some help and now yelling at her teammates as she got it to one of her defenders. Griff, nice save there down low as the third quarter comes to an end. The Mountain Lions with a 12-6 lead after 45 minutes of play. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a minute as the Mountain Lions will look to close this one out on senior night. Don't go anywhere.
The mountain lion can travel up to 370 miles. Located primarily in North America, these majestic creatures can traverse a large variety of terrain. There are, of course, some natural barriers. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion.
Third quarter goes the way of UCCS as they outscore Fort Lewis 4-2 and have a 12-6 lead over the Skyhawks. Mountain Lions have led the scoring in every quarter, 3-2 in the first, 5-2 in the second, and then 4-2 there in those 15 minutes. So we line up for the final quarter. Mountain Lions are going to go from left to right in front of me as they will look to wrap up yet another victory and get to 10. That would be a very successful season. They still do have one more weekend of games next weekend, but they'll wrap up the home stretch as Church hit the deck, but they're going to say that the ball stays with Fort Lewis. Oh, they're going to get a push on Carr. And Carr's going to head to the penalty box. So the third penalty of the game for UCCS, again, they had none all season. And they've had 3 in the last quarter. Shot, oh, McGriff. No problem there. That was right in her wheelhouse, comes away with the easy save, quickly gets it up to Church, who's sprinting past a bunch of Skyhawks. Natalie Church right down the center of the field, stopped, tried to feed it off to a teammate. Ball still loose and ends up back with Church. So good hustle from Natalie, beat a bunch of players down, tried to feed a teammate. Ultimately was able to come back up with a loose ball, and the offense now will run behind the net a little. Sadamka, no good, bounced right into Church's stick. Knapp now trying to work around her defender. 25 left on the shot clock for UCCS. Knapp gets turned around a couple of times, tried to feed it in deep. Mill. Unable to chase it down in the corner, so it goes back to Fort Lewis. Oh, nicely done from Church to just put her stick up and come away with a steal. Knapp tried to fling it over to Patrick, and Patrick unable to come away with the pass, and it rolls out of bounds. Good job by McGriff again, as that shot was super low. I don't think it ever got above her ankles, but she's able to get her stick down on it and cover it up for yet another save. Olsen coming from behind was Dostie, came away with the steal, but then her pass is off the mark. Loose ball, Mountain Lions pick it up. Beck Davis up to Carr. Quick attack in the middle, tried the spin around is Patrick. The shot off the mark, but it'll stay with the Mountain Lions. Shot high, UCCS. Perfect position to keep possession. Nicely done. A little bit of a tip shot there. Carr with the assist. I believe it was Sadamka who got that one. It is Haley Sadamka, her third goal of the game, as she just hit a little bit of a redirect towards the net, and it was just enough to get it past the goalkeeper.
Timeout taken by Fort Lewis.
Fort Lewis calls a timeout as they find themselves down by 7. UCCS, the 13-6 lead. So the Mountain Lions, largest lead of the game at 13-6. As Sadamka was able to score the last tally for the Mountain Lions. UCCS has outscored Fort Lewis in every quarter so far as they've built this 7-goal lead. An especially big day from senior Natalie Church, who has 6 points, including 4 goals, as she plays her final game here at Mountain Lions Stadium. Swack across the face, but Patrick was able to keep her composure and keep working it up the field before she's cut off. Carr looking for a cutter. Has Mill. Mill couldn't control it, however. Then comes away with the swipe and a loose ball. Stays with Mountain Lions. Good offense there. Carr found a cutting Patrick, and Patrick got the shot off, but I think it went off the stick of Basso and out of bounds. Now Mill, who's been quiet here in the second half, can't quite control that pass. Patrick runs it down. Patrick, the bouncer, but nicely done from Basso, who hits her knees and comes up with yet another save. That's her 13th save of the game. McGriff on the other side has 10, so both goalies facing a decent number of shots today. All the way back up top for Fort Lewis. Oh, shot snuck between the legs of McGriff, and Alyssa Strow has her first goal of the game.
Fort Lewis goal by number 7, Alyssa Strow.
.820 to go in the contest. UCCS still up by 6. Church and Abadessa again meet in the center circle. Church flicked it up, bounces around. Fort Lewis, however, is going to come away with it. Sadomka with some really tight defense on the attacker. Pass is errant and loose. Who's going to get there first? Still loose. Mountain Lions. Had it. There we go. Carr finally picks it up. Mountain Lions slowing down the pace of play a little bit. Up by 6. No rush needed. 60 seconds still on the shot clock. Bouncer by Sadomka, but Basso comes up with another good save. .640 to go. At this point, Mountain Lions just letting the clock tick away. Kayakawa now for Fort Lewis. Spin move, shot, and another goal. McGriff was there. But Kayakawa comes away with the gold.
Fort Lewis goal by number 1, Rebecca Kayokawa.
And Fort Lewis now breathing a little bit of life into this contest. Down by 5 at 13-8. Now the Mountain Lions are probably content kind of sitting back and just playing D, but Fort Lewis has come hard the last couple of minutes. 6.5 minutes, still plenty of time to go for the Skyhawks as they'll look to continue to mount this comeback. Difference being they've controlled quite a few of the last draws, even though Church has been winning it. And right as I say that, of course, the Mountain Lions pick up another one. Morgan Miller is able to come up with the ball. That shot well off the mark. Carr did find a cutting Mill, but Mill not able to bring it down towards net level, but it'll still stay with the Mountain Lions. But then a turnover. So the Fort Lewis defense coming up big. 5.5 minutes to go. They're going to say Markham came over the top with the stick there. Not able to do that, knock the other player's stick away. Fort Lewis deep in, shot off the mark. It'll stay with the Skyhawks. Church with a nice cross check there, knocked the ball loose. Still running it down. It'll stay with Fort Lewis, however. And sticking out the hips for a bit of a hip check was Martinez for Fort Lewis, so the ball will go back to UCCS. 4:20 left in this contest. Oh, tried to go for a pass, lost it right out of her stick. Fort Lewis now putting a little bit of pressure on the Mountain Lions deep in their own territory. UCCS able to swing it around, however, and quickly get it up the field. Olsen, this time down the sideline, to Carr in the middle. Carr right back to Olsen. Olsen shot saved. Church would have had a wide open shot. The pass just a little bit too out of her reach. But UCCS cleans it up and gets it right back to Natalie. Natalie now working on the defenders. Triple teamed eventually. Works around a couple of them. Church's shot. There we go. Natalie, the senior, finally gets the Mountain Lions back on the board here in the fourth. For Natalie, her 5th goal of the game on 7 shots, as she is looking to go out in style. That really should be the nail in the coffin. 3:24 to go in the game. UCCS up by 6. Fort Lewis is going to have to score really quick if they want to have an opportunity to officially mount a comeback. But the Mountain Lions coming up with big goals when they need them, and it's mostly been Natalie Church. She had 5 goals the last time these two teams played and matches that number so far today, including the most recent. .2:15 to go now. Ava Goodnature, who's checked in for the first time in this game, will get an opportunity to rip off a shot here if she can from straight away. Nope, passed it off. And she'll get an assist on that play. As coming up with the goal was number 3, Aubrey Knapp. So Knapp, the senior on senior night, gets a goal off the feed from Goodnature. For Knapp, that is her first of the game, her 53rd in her career, one of those seniors that we're honoring today. 4-year member of the Mountain Lion program. This is her 47th career game, as I mentioned, now with 53 career goals, 112 draw controls. She's second all-time in program history in draws, 3rd in ground balls, and 5th in assists. Aubrey's played in all 12 games this year, scoring 14 goals while dishing out 18 assists. Mountain Guyan's game last week at Sisu Pueblo, she scored the game winner in that 21-8 victory. She was an RMAC honorable mention all-conference selection last year. Again, those seniors for UCCS, Audrey Knapp, or the graduating players, Audrey Knapp, Hannah Mill, Hannah Kupal, Sydney Malcolm, Holly Sadamka, Morgan Miller, Natalie Church, and Reagan Olson. Kupal's in her 3rd season wearing the black and gold. Played in 23 games. She's won 30 career draws, which is the 9th most in program history. She's also added 19 goals and 22 points this season. Hannah scored 10 goals and has caused 7 turnovers. She was RMAC All-Academic Honor Roll last year. And the final senior that we haven't really spoken about today, Sydney Malcolm, from Lee's Summit, Missouri. Malcolm started the most games of any Mountain Lion and has played in the 2nd most in the black and gold, as she started 58 of the 59 and she scored 33 goals. She's 3rd all-time in caused turnovers, 4th in ground balls, and 7th in draw control. She is a 3-time RMAC All-Academic Honor Roll selection. So congratulations again to these Mountain Lions seniors who will end the home portion of their careers with a victory. All in question now is what the final score will be, as UCCS currently leads by 7 with 2 minutes to go. As Sadamka works around her defender, gets in the way, but Basso came up with the nice save as she read where Sadamka was going with it. And then the pass out. They're going to get Patrick with a foul there, as she was able to level the Fort Lewis player going after the loose ball, but a little bit too much going on there. And then Sadamka with a little bit of a stick check. Keeps going the other direction. 1:20 now to play. Martinez, who's got a couple of goals for Fort Lewis, working at the top of the point. Martinez got around and make it another goal for Ellie as she finds the back of the net once more, and that is her 4th of the game.
Goal by number 12, Ellie Martinez, her 4th goal of the game.
So Martinez, nearly half of the Fort Lewis offense here in this contest, as she has 4 of the 9 goals. Clock stops with 52.9 seconds to go. Shot clock is turned off. So if the Mountain Lions could get possession here, they could literally just run out the clock and end this one. Church and Reimerson again in the middle. And the Mountain Lions do come away with it. Patrick's able to clean up that draw. And so UCCS, if they can, should be able to run out this final 35 seconds of play. Shot off the mark, but it'll stay with the Mountain Lions. Six seconds to go. And that'll do it, as the Mountain Lions were able to pull off a victory in the final home game of the season, 15-9 over visiting Fort Lewis College, as UCCS gets the victory.
Colorado Mesa, and will finish the regular season at Westminster.
Mountain Lions do have a couple of more games on the road. Again, 15-9 is the final. Here's the fans at Mountain Lions Stadium, happy with that final result. The win moves the Mountain Lions to 10-5 on the year. Fort Lewis, meanwhile, falls to 4-10. UCCS improves to 7-3 in conference play. Yeah, welcome back inside Mountain Lions Stadium. UCCS put together a really good game. They scored the first 2 goals of the game. Fort Lewis came back, was able to tie it, but from that point on, UCCS, after they scored their 3rd goal, never trailed once again. Mountain Lions will be on the road next Thursday and Saturday when they will visit Colorado Mesa and then Westminster on Saturday. Excuse me. Take a look at some of the final stats. For the victorious Mountain Lions, Natalie Church with 5 goals and 2 assists, a game-high 7 points. Haley Sadamka had 3 goals, while Hannah Mill had 3 goals and 2 assists. Patrick with 2 goals, Knapp with a goal as well to round out the scoring for the Mountain Lions. Meanwhile, it was Ellie Martinez, the big story from Fort Lewis College, as she scored 4 of the Skyhawks' 9 goals. Griffin net 10 saves, a save percentage of 52%. Nicely done by her in this final home game of the season. Well, that's going to do it for us, for everyone here at UCCS. I'm Jason Carter. Thank you so much for hanging out with us as the Mountain Lion women's lacrosse team comes away with the 15-9 victory here on senior night. Have a great rest of your afternoon, everyone.